Hey guys, today is February 4th, 2015, and I'm going to make some coconut milk. There's different types of coconut, and I believe this type of coconut has more fat in it, but the water is not as good tasting as other types of coconut. So there's just different types of coconut for whatever you plan on using it for. So this is going to be the coconut milk. LP is going to drill a hole in the coconut. I'm going to take this outer part here off and wash them, and we'll be ready to go. Okay, I've taken the outer mesh thing off, and with some of them there is like a pre-indentation cut there that's supposed to make it easier to open the coconut. Also, there is supposed to be one particular hole that you use to open the coconut. So I'm feeling these to see if any of them feels different. I don't know. So LP is just going to pick one, drill the hole, and I have cleaned off the drill bit with rubbing alcohol, and then LP rinsed that. So we're ready to roll. I have seen people on YouTube, or at least one person rather, take and open up the coconut over the sink and let that coconut water drain down in the sink. That has got a lot of electrolytes. It's really healthy, and you should really truly save that and drink it.
That might have been the hole. We went right through.
Yeah, it's just determining which hole is the easy. See, I used the ice pick, and one hole went right in real easy. I tried to use the pick on another hole, it wouldn't. So it's a matter of determining. Okay, let's see what we got here. That is more than a half of a cup, and you know, just to dump that down the drain, it would just be a crime, guys. It's a paying for that.
It must have been the right hole.
Yeah.
Right through.
Yeah, it went right through. When you're doing this, you just watch the two holes. It's going to be dripping out two different areas. You just make sure that you have both holes over the liquid. So now there, it's more than a cup of this wonderful water from the coconut. And so now all I have to do is strain it with a tea strainer. And then you can use it he's finding little bits of coconut. Then you can use it in your to make your coconut milk, for instance, in place of adding the water to blend up the coconut. So I'm going to go ahead and strain that, and then we'll go to the next step. This is living food here, so you want to either drink it or get it in the fridge as soon as you strain it. So right now, I'm going to get this in the fridge. I have a feeling when he did that it broke around that area.
That's right.
Okay. This is the hard part for me, getting the coconut out. And there is a knife that's a curved knife that really does a good job. And I do want to continue to make coconut milk, and that way you don't have any additives. You don't have preservatives, additives in there, or flavorings or anything. You just have your straight coconut and water. So LP doesn't seem to have the problem, but he's got the strength in his hands, where my thumbs, I have an issue with my thumbs, the pains in the thumbs. So this is a very difficult task for me. I have done it. I used an ice pick, and I did do this, but it was very much of a challenge. LP's working a bit at it himself. When you don't have the right tools, it really makes life a whole lot more difficult. So I hope to get the tools that I need to make life a little easier, since I'm doing a lot of things that take extra time in order to get the nutrition in our diet that we need. Because as you get older, you really need to have that much more nutrition, concentrated nutrition, in order to continue to be able to have any kind of go power at all. So, but he's getting her done, see, because of the strength that he's got. It's just a whole different ball game for me. It's a lot of pecking and pecking to try to get it done. So I'm not worrying about this part here, see, because, and here's something else you want to be mindful of. I had 3 coconuts, and the one coconut, this was mildewed looking and a little on the slimy side. Boy, you don't want that. In fact, I saved it, and I'll have to get it and show you what you don't want. You want to check over each one of these and make sure that it's got that nice dry look. And I'll show you a coconut that's not like that, that's going in the trash. Now, that's gotten wet just from moisture from the coconut water right now, but I'm going to go get that up. Me with my Thrifty, I remember now that I had tried to mostly cut this off and try to salvage it, but I am not taking the chance of using this. But this gives you sort of an idea. There's just an off color to it. And I trimmed all this off that had the off color. The best bet is just simply don't take the chance. This looks okay, this one here. But the fact that there was like a invasion of moisture into the area that caused it, just like little droplets of mold on it. This I'm not going to use. Oh, he's on his second one, so I'll let him complete that one. And you see how he's really working. He's working to get that out. But if you see those, they're a very, very sharp knife, and they have that curve, and they're specifically to do this job. Because what it does, it just circles down underneath the coconut, the meat of the coconut, and just lifts that right out. So I will be getting one of those and then sharing that so you can see the work involved. But see, this works off some calories, though, see. So this is really good for LP because he wants to get some weight off. So he's working. He's working. So what I'll do, I will speed this up. Make it 8 times the speed. And so this won't be such a long video. All of these looks good. I don't see any that is slimy feel. Any type of food, if you feel any slimy feel, that is not a good thing, and you throw it. I'm thrifty, but not when it comes to slimy food. Although I was thinking on salvaging this, but that's the hard part, guys. When you get down there to that little area in the center, that is the toughie. Now the shell. And while I'm speaking shell, this can either go in the compost pile, guys, or this can be ground up and be eco earth for your turtle pen. Because this is what the eco earth or Betta Beast is made out of, coconut husk. This is the bad stuff. This is the bad fat, guys. You can't have coconut oil because coconut oil is bad. So you take your man-manipulated egg beaters and your smart balance, and you eat that so that you will be healthy. Well, my take is the opposite, because I like to think outside the box. This is God's food, guys. This is God's food. So you think he's going to put something on the planet that is going to make you sick so you will die? I don't think so. So you can have shredded coconut that's got real fat in it, because fat's taken out of everything in order to make people fat and sick. So this, if you make your own coconut flakes, will have the omega-3 fatty acids, awesome stuff. And you can grate this. I have diced up the coconut meat, and they're just cubed like you would cut up, dice up potatoes, and with a knife. And I have about a quart in there, so it's about half full of coconut meat in the blender, a little bit more than a cup. So I'm going to go ahead and use this coconut water, and also going to add some spring water too. You want to make sure when you're processing in the blender to have that cup of liquid. It just won't work well unless it's maybe certain things that's real soft that you can squish up to provide some juice in the base. Otherwise, it's just not going to work well. So I'm going to be getting another cup of liquid. I'm going to use a cup of spring water now. I now have a quart of diced coconut meat to 2 cups of water. I just want to taste to see how rich this milk is going to be with that ratio. Hey guys, it's not that bad tasting, but it's got all the fiber in it, and it's kind of chewy, and it's more of a cream. If this would be squeezed out, if the coconut would be squeezed out through like a milk nut bag or a nut milk bag, whichever it is, then you could have more of a coconut cream this way with the small amount of water. But I'm going to add more water now and make the coconut milk and eat this. Okay, I added 2 more cups, so I have a quart of liquid and the meat of 2 coconuts. Okay, I processed that for about a minute. I just look for very fine particles now because you want to break it down to extract the nutrients from the pulp. So I did that, so the next thing is now to strain it. And I'm not that crazy about it. I really want to get a cotton nut bag. Okay, I have it in the nut bag. I have the drawstring pulled, and what I'm going to do is just knead the liquid to separate the liquid from the pulp. So just like you're kneading dough, and I'm going to take 2 hands for this, so I have to stop the camera. Okay, this is the fiber from the coconut, and I've got it in a zip bag. I'm going to label it, and then this can be used in smoothies. It can be used in cereal. You can just put this, you can just use it. You can just do whatever. Be creative. This next batch is not very much in it, so I can't really read what it says here on the side, but I'm going to say it's probably approximately, we'll say, between 1.5 cups and 2 cups. So I'm just going to put enough water to be a little above, probably maybe 2 cups of water or less. This is more the consistency by me not watering it down. It's more the consistency of whole milk rather than a watery version of coconut milk. Boy, guys. Yeah, if you want it to really taste awesomely good, then you want to use less water and more coconut. So you can always add more water at a later point if you want it more watery. but I doubt very much that you're going to want it more watery. That's just delicious. Now you can add vanilla flavoring to it at this point, or leave it plain and add whatever you want at a later point. So I'm just going to leave it plain right now, and I'm going to get it in a jar, get it in the fridge. We're really fortunate to have this half a gallon jug that we got our raw milk in. And so needless to say, it's going to get a lot of use for the coconut milk. So I put a date on there, and today's the 4th, and there's no doubt we'll use this up in 3 days. I just check this out, guys. See how it separates the milk and the cream. Now, that there, it's not like what you get in the store, because that's fresh. And that can be turned into recipes. I decided not to save any out, and I'm just stirring it in, and we're just going to drink it as a rich coconut milk.